Hello beautiful people, and yes, welcome back to the channel. So what are we exactly doing in this episode? Yes, TOPWAR is giving us a new action house, and this is a very nice thing, and we would like to discuss this or present this in this episode. And we're gonna go through all these sentences right here, and of course at the end of the video we're actually gonna pick up this graphic you see now on the screen, and we're gonna go again step by step to make sure you guys understand this. So first of all, this event will gonna be up every now and then, and of course it's gonna start with the 11th of November for 1 week till the 18th of November. So let's start first to see what Rubes is telling us here. So commanders with VIP 1 or above can list legendary quality Titan gear with special effects or random orange attributes in this event. Now that's a great thing, you can sell it. Sadly, you have to be minimum VIP 1 guys. Commanders can set a starting price within the reference price range. So there's going to be kind of a price range. You cannot put a higher price theoretically speaking. So starting prices may vary for items of different quality. The higher the quality of the item, the higher the starting price is gonna be. So on top of this, we're gonna have a maximum of 8 items which can be listed in this event. After listing, there is a 24 hours action phase. Items listed cannot be delisted within 10 minutes. If you need to change the price, you must wait until the item is delisted for relisting it with a new price. So we get kind of a picture how this kind of looks like right here. So here is also the Titan gear here, by the way. And then let's carry on. So the items won from the action enter a cooldown before they can be relisted. This cooldown also applies to any Titan gear that inherits a special effect from a one item. Good, so here we have a picture of this, and this also tells us that they're also gonna charge us a fee of 5%. Now we know this kind of action house tool from different games. Commanders can bid on an item listed on the bidding page. The highest bidder will of course win. Now on top of this, we're also gonna have base skins and decoration, and have a look at this, and that looks kind of permanent to me. And then we have here a section with favorites, items that have been favored by clicking on the heart icon, or items that commanders have participated in bidding on. So you can do that, you can select what items you want to follow. Commanders must wait for others to bid before they can bid again, so you cannot spam that button. The favorites list will show items that have been bid on or outbidded. Each item has a starting bid of maximum starting bid as well as a fixed bid incremented. Commanders must follow the fixed increment when rising their bids, so there's a fixed value with which you actually gonna overbid your opponents. If no one bids when the action cooldown ends, the highest bidder will win that item. If someone bids within the last 5 minutes of the cooldown, now this is very important, the action cooldown will actually gonna reset by 5 minutes, so it's gonna be extended, but this time extension won't pass the 20 hours. So this is very important actually to notice right here. If the listed time ends and the item has not been bid by any commander, the item will be considered unsold. The corresponding item can be, and now you have to pay attention, manually retrieved from the record page and can be listed again. So please pay attention, certain amounts of things right here, you actually have to manually retrieve those, yeah? So here we have another example from them, how this kind of looks like. So you see now here the period, 24 hours and so on. Now let's carry on with the trading, for example. So commanders can buy corresponding action coins to participate in this action. So we have spoken about this. It's gonna be 2 different types of coins. And we see this even better in this screenshot. We have 2 different type of coins. The one is which you can buy from the packs in order to participate, or in other words to bid, or in other words to buy some items from there. And the other coin you see right here, this is the token you will receive when you are selling an item, and you can use that in a certain store. So after a successful trade, the commander will receive 95% of the action coins paid by the buyer as revenue coins. And these revenue coins cannot be used for bidding again and can only be exchanged for rare items in the exchange page. So in other words, if you are selling items, you cannot actually obtain the other coins which you can use to actually bid on certain items which other people or actually River Game puts on sale. So you can only use these items right here in this list. Now we only see here 6 items. Let's hope that list kind of gets a bit more bigger. Now let's carry on. The revenue coins will be displayed on the record page and the commanders need to manually collect the revenue coins on this page. So again, where you have to pay attention, you have to collect this manually, guys. After a successful action, the item will be delisted and the record will notify the player of the successful action. The item needs to be manually collected from the record. So also when you have successfully bought an item by winning the bid, you also have to collect it manually. So please pay attention. Now let's come to the notes before we start with that diagram over there. So the action house events will be launched irregularly and the items that can be listed will expand from time to time. Now how exactly you should read this? Now there are 2 key words right here, launch and irregularly. Now if you read the word irregularly, that may put a certain pressure on you to actually start right from the beginning and go super crazy. But honestly, I'm reading the other word, which is launch. So in other words, this will come on a regular basis either way. So this will gonna come on more or less a regular basis, so there's no point to stress it out. And another super important fact we have to mention right here is that both the action coins and the revenue coins will not be cleared after the current event ends and can be used in the next event. So we know this kind of things like from Eternal Land or Terra Aurora. Of course, you can spend those tokens or you can choose not to spend them and they're automatically saved and you won't lose them. So anyways, that was that. Now let's jump exactly into this because this will explain it kind of even better, to be honest. So let's start if you are a buyer. So we have the action page and we see an item right there. Now you need these bid action coins and at this point we have like 2 options. So let's go up. So bid will be successful. In other words, nobody else outbid you there. So claim the item on the page after the cooldown ends. So again, pay attention, it has to be done manually. You won't get a mail with this item in it. The second alternative is somebody else outbid you. So what you can do, you can claim the action coins on the record page and actually give up so you get your items back, or you can continue to bid and of course after the CD ends you can claim the item back on the event page. Now let's go here. So if somebody actually outbid you in the last 5 minutes, then the bidding and the action will automatically be extended. So the action cooldown reset to 5 minutes. Action phase can be extended to maximum 20 hours. So from this point, you either lost your bid and you're gonna have to claim your action points coins from the record page, or you have been the highest bidder and you can receive the items. And on top of this, after receiving the items, it cannot be listed in this period. Now let's go to the very interesting part, which is the seller. So you have an item you would like to sell. So you have put it out there, but then you have noticed, oh my God, I shouldn't have done that. That's exactly the step where we are now. So at this point, you actually have 2 options. So if somebody has placed already 1 bid on it, sadly, you cannot take it back. But if somebody hasn't bid on it in the first 10 minutes, then you can take your item back and actually choose to keep it or put it to a different price. Now, if the price is okay and you're fine with that, you are entering this action period. And in this case, let's go through these 3. So when the item is sold, then the highest bidder within the 24 hours will gonna win. He has to claim the coins from the event page and you can collect your revenue coins from the exchange store. And again, please pay attention, a lot of these items have again to be claimed manually. Yeah. So let's go now here. So the bits are going, waiting for the extended action cooldown to end. So when somebody actually bid in the last 5 minutes, you actually have to wait till the whole process actually came to an end, and then you can claim your revenue points from the exchange store. In this case in which you have set your item, and if you're happy with the price which you set on it, but if there are no bids, after the cooldown ends, you can claim your item back from the record page. So again, please pay attention. A lot of these things, again, I'm very sorry to repeat myself, there must be done manually. So this is an absolutely great idea. I'm super excited to see how that will look in the game. And of course, I would love to see this shop right here to extend to a few more items. Anyways, beautiful people, I hope you are excited as I am, and as always, don't forget to subscribe to a fantastic channel. Don't forget to support this channel. Don't forget to motivate me by subscribing if you're not a subscriber. And as always, don't forget to see me in the next episode.